In this next few minutes, we're going to have our next student speaker come. She's the last, but surely not the least. And no, guys, we did not say the best to last because here at City High, we're all the best. But without further ado, Miss Destiny Thomas.
We finally made it, everybody. During Thursday's graduation luncheon, the school's choir performed Natasha Bedingfield's Unwritten. As I sang the opening verse, I thought about my journey after today. The lyrics read, I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending, I'm playing. This explains all of our lives as we move forward. After today, our lives begin. Our first step is leaving high school in the past as we move along to our new institutions, universities, military bases, and employment fields. We must not only have memories of the entertaining moments, but keep in mind what City Charter High School has taught us over these 4 long, challenging, summerless years. One of the most annoying things, but probably the most helpful lesson that City High has taught me was to simply figure it out. This means to use resources around me like the internet or my peers instead of constantly leaning on a teacher for the answer. Though I took the teacher's response to figure it out quite personal, I've realized it was for my own good and will come in handy in the near future. As we move forward, we have to realize that no one will be on our backs calling us, asking our progress on upcoming assignments, tracking us down for late assignments, or making up tests. We'll be responsible to get everything done as expected, on our own. Another thing that we all had to figure out at City High were all of those rules. All of those weeks of workforce taken over one piece of gum, or all of those miserable mornings where sweatpants were never an option. We're all to help make a point that in life, there are rules and expectations that must be followed. As we enter adulthood, we have to conform to those rules and expectations, whether it's at school, work, or home. If we choose not to, we must be willing to accept the consequences. This may be the reason for Ms. De La Rosa's constant repetition of the saying, we all have choices, which is so true. We do all have choices, and we should make good ones, because if the wrong choice is made, either intentionally or unintentionally, there are consequences that you must be willing to face. So go to that party on campus. Turn up, but make sure you're able to get up the next morning for class. The choices that we make over these next few years will have a huge impact on the rest of our lives. We worked so hard to be standing here today, but this is only the beginning. With that being said, here's a little advice to my fellow classmates as we represent City Charter High School's class of 2013, also named as the best class ever. Stay focused, make good choices, and figure it out. Our President Barack Obama said, making your mark on the world is hard. If it were easy, everybody would do it. But it's not. It takes patience. It takes commitment, and it comes with plenty of failure along the way. The real test The real test is not whether you avoid this failure, because you won't. It's whether, you let it harden or shame you into inaction, or whether you learn from it, whether you choose to persevere. So today, graduates, as we celebrate our accomplishments and the beginnings, remember, it won't be easy, but it'll be worth it. Stay focused, stay focused.